Welcome to Jamaica Magazine. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Coming up in our program, we'll show you what's at the end of current roadworks and the resulting traffic congestion facing many in the corporate area. As you'll see later, the construction pain now is paving the way for first world city infrastructure in a matter of months. Also in the queue, more about the flywheel energy storage system. Our friends at Winston Jones High are schooling us today. You don't want to miss it, so stay tuned as the magazine unfolds.
The Electoral Commission of Jamaica, ECJ, has extended the validity of all voters' IDs. Yes, I said it. All voters' IDs are valid until December 31, 2019. Businesses are being asked to continue to accept voter ID cards as a valid form of identification. Don't worry, the ECJ will continue to process new and replacement ID cards until the new expiration date. For more information, call toll-free at 1-888-991-8683 or email eojinfo@eoj.com.jm. The Electoral Commission of Jamaica, committed to free and fair elections.
The 3 Miles intersection is closed to vehicular traffic for the next 8 months to facilitate upgrades. I understand your frustration, but have you taken time out to look at the bigger picture? Check out the future of 3 Miles.
Three Miles is one of those ever-functioning nuclei of our island, connecting country to town, rural to urban, linking you to busy areas such as Spanish Town Road, downtown Kingston, Marcus Garvey Drive, and even the legendary Tough Gong Studio. It's one of the country's busiest intersections, and it's now experiencing first-world development. The 3 Miles Road improvement is one of 5 legacy projects being undertaken by the government under the Major Infrastructure Development Program MIDP. When the work is done, it will make life a lot easier for commuters. Like all of the legacy projects, the 3 Miles Road work is part of a broader plan to improve the traffic network across the island, and particularly this area, where a number of key roads meet.
70,000 vehicles are distributed through the intersection daily, and so you can imagine the solution we are designed for 3 Miles in particular is that we are going to be erecting 2 overpass bridges, one which will serve persons traveling from west to east and the persons who are also traveling from Halfway Tree to Portmore in downtown. It will take out about half of the vehicles that are distributed through 3 Miles. We're also taking the opportunity to improve water supply along these corridors. So we're not only reconstructing the roadway, we're also doing significant drainage improvement, sewer improvement, and water pipe improvement, which involves heavy excavation.
Rehabilitating 3.2 kilometers of roadway that is between 3 Miles and Halfway Tree. So far, we are approximately 20% of the works. That includes some bridge works. We are constructing 2 bridges, one across Spanish Town Road and the other from Marcus Garvey Drive to Agri Park Road. The 2 bridges, the lower bridge is the one across Spanish Town Road, and the higher one is the one from Agri Park to Marcus Garvey Drive. We are supposed to be constructing 97 piles. That is the piles seat the bridge. That is the foundation of the bridge. So far we have completed 70 piles.
As the crews get the transformation going, the NWA has worked out a traffic management plan for eventualities, such as road closures and route diversions.
We are doing some traffic diversions from Marcus Garvey Drive coming along the toll road, and we're supposed to diverting the traffic from East Avenue to Spanish Town Road to Maxfield Avenue, and that will take you into Arbitrary. Those works are far ahead. We're probably approximately 90% complete. As soon as we complete those works, we should be able to divert the traffic comfortably along those routes.
The project, which is being undertaken by China Harbor Engineering Company Czech, is valued at $56.5 million US. By the end of summer next year, motorists would have had 5 fully upgraded corridors that should reduce congestion and travel time.
3 miles will have 3 road levels, 3 tiers. We have the existing road level, 4 lanes, dual carriageway approaching the intersection. We'll have an overpass bridge, which will be shorter and lower along Spanish Town Road, about 7 meters above that. Then we'll have a second bridge, which will rise to a height of 15 meters, which will run along Hagley Park Road over onto Marcus Garvey Drive. If you're traveling along Spanish Town Road, approaching 3 miles from Spanish Town, if you know where Majestic Gardens is, that entrance right there, the bridge will begin to rise right about there, and it'll come down to grade level after you go over to Development Road after passing Tasty's Patties. Along Hagley Park Road, the bridge will start to rise where the Hagley Park Health Center is at Maho Drive, and it will get back down to grade level when you go over to Marcus Garvey Drive in the vicinity of Tough Gong Studios or Little Bell Road. So we'll have 3 grade levels. At the road level, all the straight through movements and the right turning movements will be controlled by traffic signals. So the traffic signals will remain. However, if you want to turn left, all left turns will be free, uninterrupted. So it will not be controlled by signals.
As with any road upgrading project, the initial stages are usually the ones that motorists and pedestrians fear the most, whether for the accumulation of dust, traffic buildup, or other unfavorable activities. As work continues in the 3 miles area, pedestrians are being asked to exercise some patience, as the benefits will accrue in the end.
So over this 1-year period, we're just appealing to motorists and to all our stakeholders to just work with us, bear with us as we develop the corporate area network to facilitate all of our activities.
But until then, remember to follow the simple road rules as you traverse the 3 miles area and any other road construction zones in the island. Remember that the prescribed speed limit in this area is 30 kilometers per hour. The development of the 3 miles road network is just another example of our government working to make Jamaica the place of choice.
Protect Jamaica, plant your grass. Help us become more resilient to climate change impacts. Protect Jamaica, plant a tree. It improves the island's national biodiversity. Trees may be fruit, ornamental, or timber, but must be native or suitable to the area's natural landscape. Join the Jamaica Million Tree campaign and help to plant 1 million trees by June 30, 2019. This is a call to action by the National Environment and Planning Agency.
National Breastfeeding Week will be celebrated from September 16 to the 22nd, 2018. Our theme this year is Breastfeeding Foundation for Life. We will be launching with a church service held at Eastwood Park New Testament Church of God at 11 a.m. Please come out and worship with us. We'll also be having a public speaking session at Eden Garden Hotel Wednesday, September 19 at 6 to 8 p.m. where we'll be promoting family support. Refreshments will be served free of cost. We also will be having a breastfeeding expo held in Port Maria at Stewart's Park at 10 a.m. and we'll be having a domino tournament. Please feel free, it's free. We're inviting everyone to come out and celebrate Breastfeeding Week with us. Thank you.
I'm sure my neighbors hear the screams and cries.
I'm sure by now they've seen the bruises through my oversized glasses.
Can they tell I'm depressed when we speak?
Are they counting my frequent days off from work?
Domestic violence is any pattern of behavior used by an individual to maintain control or power over another. Domestic violence is not just physical, it can also be verbal. If you're in a relationship where you are being abused or know of anyone, get out and speak up. Report domestic violence by calling 119 or the nearest police station. Get out before someone puts you out.
I hope everyone has been having a productive time at school since the start of the new academic year. We know some students have been having difficulty understanding mathematics, but have you heard of the Math Olympics? It's a fun way to get students involved in their studies. Check this out.
Most of you already know that GSAT is now history, right? Not the subject, just that it's now the past way of testing if you're ready for high school. And the future is PEP. Many things will change with PEP, but needing to do well at math is not one of them. And this leads us to what better way to start off Math Olympics at New Green Primary School than with an informative and engaging math pageant? Miss Algebra and a host of other math concepts took the stage to remind students just who they are.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to New Green Math Olympics. My name is Mr. Algebra. Algebra is a part of mathematics in which we use letters to represent unknown numbers or amounts. For example, 2 multiplied by n equals 4.
After that enlightening math pageant, there were a host of other field and classroom math events to remind students that this numbers subject can be fun.
1, 2, 3, and math is fun and I like it. Math is fun and I like it. Math on a Monday, math on a Tuesday, math on a Wednesday, math on a Thursday, on Fridays too.
It's an idea I got from 2016 when I was at a Jamaica Day in Holland Primary, and I saw the students running up and down. So I say, why not do it with math? Let us have fun running up and down with math. So I started looking at some games that we can tweak with math concepts, and I sold the idea to my team, and they decided to run with it.
On the day, students from Porus, Christiana Moravian, Villa Road and New Broughton Primary came out in their numbers to engage in friendly math competition.
We have several games happening today. We have students doing estimation. The estimation game is where it's a relay, so we have students, we're two members to a team. The one person will run and take the question to the other. The other will estimate, for example, 1 liter of water in a 5-liter container. And the important thing is to get as close to the 1 liter as possible. So it's not about finishing first. It's about the person who can estimate a liter. Also have equivalence game, and this is where students are expected to find equivalent fraction for a given fraction, or even the decimal that's equivalent to a fraction. So again, it's a relay, and it is not about finishing first, but it is about getting the correct equivalent fraction or decimal. We also have the Tower of Hanoi. That one is a problem-solving game. So the students are expected to restack 5 tires that are stacked numerically from 1 to 5. They're expected to restack it on another tower exactly 1 to 5, whereby no bigger numeral can go on a small numeral. So they have to think through clearly as to what is it that they're going to do, the move they're going to make.
In between the games and races, students could be seen dancing to popular Jamaican hits. By the end of the day, all were winners because not only did they have fun, they were also rewarded for their hard work.
Hooray for mathematics! Hooray for mathematics! Someone in the class up! Hooray for mathematics! 1, 2, 3, 4. What you gonna do now? Maths with you!
Hooray for mathematics indeed. So you see, math can be fun, entertaining, and rewarding. But don't just take it from me. Listen now as the students themselves share their thoughts on the all-math event.
But the question I want to ask is, what are some of the things that you learned, or did you learn anything from today?
Actually, I learned about the liters and milliliters because that is what I struggled the most with in class. So.
It was merely a revision for me because I went through all of this during my GSAT preparation. So it's a merely revision for me to just bring back my memory.
Today was fun. We participated several times and we didn't win, but at least I won a game.
My experience today, it was great. I participated in 2 races, the equivalent race and the one you have to fill the bottle.
I would say today was epic because I was having fun, my friends were having fun, and my teachers was having fun. I could say today was one of the best days of my life.
And the students were not the only ones who enjoyed the event. A few parents who gave their support on the day shared similar sentiments.
Kessica, she don't really love maths, and today, to seeing her take part in it, it's an excellent thing.
The students are used to sitting in the classroom doing some questions for revision, but if they're doing it having fun, then naturally it's going to be cemented some more. So I think that this is a way of helping them to retain what is it that they would have learned, thus giving us better performance on the final exams.
We are truly happy for the collaboration, and we are hoping that other regions will buy into this vision and do the same.
For all the math lovers out there, I'm sure you enjoyed our show. For those of you who are not quite there yet, I hope this feature sparked some interest.
On our roads, remember, take time, be courteous, drive good, walk good. Part of keeping our roads safe is ensuring the vehicles we drive are mechanically safe, meeting all roadworthy requirements. And besides that, we must be good drivers and avoid risk-taking and sensation-seeking behaviors which are prone to causing road crashes.
Heritage Month is almost here. Yes, October is right around the corner. And if you're thinking of places to take your child or even for you to visit and immerse yourself in Jamaica's culture, here's a suggestion.
The Montego Bay Cultural Center is a licensed, registered visitors attraction, and it's also an entity of the St. James Parish Council, under which it houses various entities: the National Museum, National Gallery West, a town hall, which is a multi-purpose hall. The capacity for the town hall can seat 250 to 300 theater style. It also has under its covering a Freedom Monument as well as a bistro.
And what we do at the National Gallery West is to have either abridged versions of exhibitions that we have had in Kingston that have gotten critical acclaim, or we have exhibitions that have been specifically curated for our Western audience.
National Museum Jamaica is a division of the Institute of Jamaica,
and we have a couple spaces at the Montego Bay Civic Center, an arrangement of artifacts that speak both to national history and in particular to Montego Bay's own history. So we have two spaces, one of the exhibitions from Montego Bay to the world. The other space that we have is focused on Rastafari. Is one of the traditions that naturally attract international tourists to come to the center.
The Montego Bay Cultural Center offers the most comprehensive historic and cultural artistic exhibitions. We attract a wide range of individuals as well as school groups. Our numbers each month goes up to between 800 to 1,000, and the numbers continues to grow because of the ardent and aggressive marketing and sensitization that we have been embarking on in terms of promotion of all aspects. What we have realized is that by virtue of the fact that the rich history that we house at the cultural center, school groups now has also integrated into their curriculum, where it is mandatory that they should visit the center to be a part of the comprehensive historic resources as it relates to artistic as well as historic wealth of information that we have there. We have also been able to attract foreigners. Since November last year, we have been realizing influx of cruise ship passengers that have been coming into the center because of the wealth of information that can be garnered from the exhibitions that we have on display there. So we're out there. We have a website. Our website is montegobayculturalcenter.org, and it is up and running. The information is current. The center is managed by the board of directors, which is Montego Bay Arts Council Limited, which has direct oversight over the center. Currently, we're funded. Majority of our funding is through or from TEF. However, the ultimate goal and aspiration of the cultural center is to have it to be able to sustain itself. Hence, the in-house revenue generated entities, for example, the entrance fee, the gift and logo shop, the car park, which we manage at the back, the town hall, and the bistro. There's an entrance fee that we offer, and payments can be made both in local and foreign currency. Locally, it's $400, and foreign currency is $8 US. School groups as well as teachers, we allow them free access to come into the center. However, if parents or guardians are a part of the school groups, they will be charged the entrance fee. Our opening hours at the Montego Bay Cultural Center are Tuesdays to Sundays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Hurricanes can strike at any time. In the event of one, be prepared to act quickly. If a hurricane watch or warning has been issued, review your home disaster response plan. Map out likely routes to evacuate if your home is at risk, and confirm with relatives or friends you plan to stay with. Also, confirm the location of the nearest shelter. Check your emergency supplies and restock if necessary. Remember, disasters do happen, so be prepared.
Over the years, the Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica, PCJ, has been giving young people the opportunity to showcase their skills and understanding of the sciences. One of the avenues is the company school's energy program competition. Meet the last winners of the 16 to 19 age category and their model.
On a daily basis, we experience frequent power outages. When we experience those frequent power outages, school is disrupted. So PCJ giving us a science competition under the theme to develop a future renewable energy storage device. The flywheel energy storage system would have been the perfect one that actually fits.
The Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica gave the Winston Jones High School an opportunity of a lifetime through its 2018 Schools Energy Program competition. The students and their teachers from the Manchester-based institution worked long and hard to accomplish their task.
We wanted to have the most suitable and the most attractive model for the competition.
So the model that we built is a very environmentally friendly storage system. It is a flywheel storage system along with a wind turbine system.
We use our old sewing machine, old printers. We take out the motor out there and we use the edge of the sewing machine, that heavy thing, to make the rotating mass.
We come up with the different series wiring to wire wires underneath the board and to staple them properly to show that not any of the wires are pulled when we bring the board to PCJ.
It did work the first time because we have motor machine up, we have fan belts rubbing out, and the board we put it that could manage it the first time, so we'd have to remake it.
And remake they did, so that eventually their flywheel energy storage system was a cut above the rest, and they were placed first in the 16 to 19 age category.
The wind turbine. The blades will be made in aerodynamic forms. So the wind will turn the blade, which that energy will be called rotational energy, which will then spin the motor. When the motor is then spin, direct current is being generated. Because direct current cannot be stepped up or stepped down, you'll need to convert the current from DC to AC, which will be then converted in the powerhouse. The powerhouse consists of rectifiers, diodes, capacitors, ECT, resistor, just a few. Then it will be then passed to the motor. After it has been converted from DC to AC, it will then power this motor. This motor will start spinning the flywheel, which a belt has been attached to spin the generator also. And the generator will then spin the alternator, and the alternator will convert mechanical energy to electrical energy to power the loads.
From winning the competition, the school received $500,000 to implement its flywheel project.
We are going to seek further funding from other donor agencies. The reason for this is that I'd want Winston Jones to be the first secondary school in Jamaica that actually have a renewable energy storage device system.
This is very significant for the vision of the institution. We are seeking to become a 21st century learning community that is catering to the full development of all our students. And so this will get more parents, guardians, and other stakeholders to see Winston Jones High as a school of choice.
Thanks for watching another edition of Jamaica Magazine. Do join us again tomorrow when we'll do this all over again. Send your feedback on today's show to Jamaica Magazine at jis.gov.jm. Also, follow us on our social media pages, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, Twitter. Download our app on your Apple and Android devices. And you can also visit our website, jis.gov.jm, for more information. On behalf of the entire production crew, I'm Adrian Atkinson. See you next time.
This
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.